Hi everybody, welcome to the Army Showcase, and this time around we're going to have a look at DBA 3/3/71C, Georgians 1122 to 1683 AD. This army faced off against the Seljuk and Ayyubid Sultanates. It's during this time that the Kingdom of Georgia reached the summit of its glory and power. I chose to showcase the C version of this army because of the leader of this particular era. This period showcases Tamar the Great. She became the first woman to rule Georgia in her own right and was afforded the title Mipe, I think that's how you pronounce it, which basically means king. Building on the success of her predecessors, this consolidation of an empire dominated the Caucasus until its collapse under the weight of the Mongolian attacks 2 decades after her death. I chose to showcase this army, the C list, because of this base. This base pretty much sold the entire army for me. The general base depicts Queen Tamar of Georgia with her second husband, David Soslan. The general base itself looks like a labor of love, combining 2 separate Essex codes into one element. One of the famous conflicts during King Tamar's reign is the Battle of Basian, or the Battle of Basiani. This battle saw King Tamar's consort, David Soslan, face off against Sultan Sulaiman Shah II. Sultan Sulaiman Shah had offended and threatened King Tamar, souring good relations between both kingdoms. Sultan Sulaiman Shah then crossed into the Basiani Valley and into the Georgian marshlands to set up camp. In this battle, King Tamar's consort, David Soslan, attacked and destroyed Sultan Sulaiman Shah II's camp. King Tamar's army under the command of David Soslan attacked this camp, and while the Seljuk forces managed to hold back several attacks, the army was eventually defeated. While I do realize there isn't any one way to play any army, here are a few recommendations. Perhaps when this army is defending, minimize the terrain elements. 2 hills and a road, for example. Consider using the 3 bow option when confronting a horse-heavy army. The final element choice is made up of light horse, 3 knights or cavalry. And if you take the knight option, this could add a little bit more punch to your army as well. Also consider grouping the spears and the bows together with the knights in the center, or use this few elements to anchor the flank. The light horse element can be placed on the extreme flanks for overlapping. Yeah, but this of course will depend on how many pips you roll. This army is very nicely painted, and I have to give credit to the painter who worked as much detail as possible into this army. In general, I very much like this army. It's very well done. There are enough different kinds of elements to make it look very, very pretty. I like well painted DBA armies. I've seen this army on a few tournament lists, so I can pretty much guess that this army has considerable punch. With a few more elements, you can probably compose Army List A and Army List B. Okay, that's pretty much it. If you like the Army Showcases and you like me showcasing DBA armies, do leave a comment, do subscribe and like, because this helps the channel a lot. Thank you very much.